There was once a girl named Leah. She was 10 years old, but her eyes carried a sadness far older than that, the kind of sadness that only truly lonely people know. She had no friends. No sisters. No one who saved her a seat at lunch or knocked on her door on Saturday mornings. Every day after school, she walked to the playground at the end of her street, but the playground was always empty. The swings moved in the wind as if ghost children had just jumped off and vanished. Every night, Leah looked out her window at the sky and whispered the same prayer, "Please. Just one friend. That's all I ask." The sky never answered. It always stayed silent. One hot afternoon, Leah was building a sandcastle alone, because even alone, she needed something to do. She dug her fingers deep into the sand and felt something solid. She stopped. She dug carefully. Slowly. The sand fell away and revealed a face, a teddy bear's face. Old. Filthy. One of its button eyes was missing, leaving behind a hollow, dark socket. The other eye was stitched on crooked, so it always seemed to be watching something just slightly behind you. Any other child would have dropped it and run. But Leah, who had never owned anything that felt like hers, pressed it against her chest and held on tight. "You're mine now," she whispered. The teddy said nothing. But Leah could have sworn she felt something move inside it. Something small. Something cold. Leah's parents hadn't seen their daughter smile in years. When she walked through the door that evening clutching a dirty, one-eyed bear, they didn't ask questions. They washed it, mended its loose stitching, and dried it gently by the fire. Leah named it Teddy. B for best, she said proudly. Because he's my best friend. That night, she slept with Teddy tucked under her arm, the deepest, most peaceful sleep she had ever had. No nightmares. No loneliness. Just silence. But sometime past midnight, her mother woke to a strange sound drifting from Leah's room. A low, wet murmur. Like someone trying to speak with a mouth full of dirt. She opened the door. Leah was sound asleep. Teddy was in her arms, exactly where she'd left it. But its one remaining eye was facing the wrong direction now. Pointing toward the door. Toward her. Her mother told herself it was the dark playing tricks. She closed the door quietly and went back to bed. She would spend the rest of her life wishing she hadn't. The next morning, Leah's mother came to wake her for breakfast. Leah didn't stir. She called her name. Nothing. She touched her hand. Ice cold. The room was freezing, not like a window had been left open, but like the cold had come from inside the walls themselves. And Teddy was on the floor, several feet from the bed. As though it had moved there on its own. Beside it was a note. The paper was old and yellowed, as if it had been underground for a very long time. The handwriting was jagged and cramped, written not in ink, but in something dark brown and dry. This teddy was mine. I loved it more than anything in this world. I buried it so no one else could ever have it. Your daughter dug it up. She took what belonged to me. So I took something that belonged to her. The teddy is mine again. We are together now. Don't look for us. The police came. Doctors came. Investigators came. No one could explain what had happened. No marks on the body. No poison. No signs of struggle. Leah simply wasn't there anymore. And Teddy? Gone. Searched every room, every corner, every inch of that house. Gone. Years passed. But Leah's dream, her one desperate wish to have friends, to laugh, to belong, had never been fulfilled. And the souls of those who leave the world with an unfulfilled wish do not rest. They wander. Leah wandered. Through empty playgrounds. Through quiet streets. Through the spaces between walls where no one looks. And the longer she wandered, the more her sadness turned into something else. Something darker. Something hungry. She found B Teddy where the original owner had hidden it, in the dark, in the cold, and she crawled inside it. All of her grief. All of her rage. All of that hollow, aching loneliness. Packed into that small, worn body with one empty eye socket and one crooked button. B Teddy. Now it stood for something else. Bloody Teddy. And Leah thought, if I couldn't have friends, why should anyone else? 3 towns over, there lived a girl named Mara. Mara had everything Leah never did. A big group of laughing, loud friends. Birthday parties that filled up the whole house. A phone full of messages. One afternoon, walking home from school, Mara noticed something sitting on a garden wall. A teddy bear. Clean. Almost new-looking. Small and brown with a little stitched smile. One of its eyes was missing, just a hollow socket, but somehow that made it look almost sad. Lonely. Someone must have lost it, Mara thought. She picked it up, planning to hand it in somewhere. But she never did. That same week, Mara's friends started calling less. Strange things happened, cancelled plans, missed messages, arguments that came from nowhere. One friend moved away suddenly. Another stopped coming to school. A third was involved in an accident. Within a month, Mara was completely alone. And one morning, her mother came to wake her. Mara didn't stir. On the floor beside the bed, B Teddy. Its one remaining eye staring up at the ceiling. On the floor beside B Teddy, a note, written in that same old, cramped handwriting, on that same yellowed paper. You had so many friends. I had none. Now we match. By the time anyone thought to look for the teddy, it was already gone. Already sitting on someone else's wall. Already waiting. No one knows how many times B Teddy has changed hands. No one keeps count. People say that Leah grows more powerful each time. That she doesn't just take friends now. That she takes memories. Takes laughter. Takes everything that was ever bright in a person's life and leaves behind only the gray, hollow feeling she carried for 10 long years. They say she is still looking. Still searching. Still crawling through that worn, one-eyed body from house to house, town to town, searching for someone who has what she never could. If you ever find a teddy bear left alone somewhere. On a wall, a bench, a playground. Look at its eyes. If one is missing, put it down. Walk away. Don't look back.